Happiness is freedom. Freedom is having the choice to spend your time doing things that inspire you. Most people want freedom, but many people don't have a clear objective, a roadmap, or a strategy to achieve it. Everyone deserves to live an inspired and free life. I believe that when we're free and able to focus on our most meaningful work, we simply become better human beings. We can give more, care more, support more, and love more. I'm an investor, a trader, and an entrepreneur, and I get to spend every day doing what I love. At the age of 29 years old, I became financially free, and since then my mission has been to help and inspire other people to achieve the same so that they can be more of who they really want to be. Always Free is about having a free mind, being free to question the status quo, free to take risks, free to say no, free to say yes, free from social idealisms, opinions and beliefs, free to disobey, and free to wake up every day and spend your time to make a difference that inspires you. You can have it all. Living a life designed by you isn't a stroke of luck or a result of circumstance. It's a choice. So if you want to learn how to become free and live an inspired life, join me for the #1 show for financial empowerment and wealth creation as I share my insights, tips, strategies and advice on what allowed me to be always free. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Jason Graystone. Well, welcome back to the Always Free show. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice week so far. And let me know if you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. Another week has gone already. Can't believe it. It's been a quick one and it's been a busy one, to be honest. If you wasn't around, you would have seen that I did a challenge on Monday where I built a business in a day. And live stream the thing across the channels, the various channels, and it was great. Yeah, it was really, really cool. So it was. I'm surprised I got a voice, Chris. Actually, I'm surprised I've got a voice, but I have got a voice, and it was awesome. And actually, one of the topics that came up was something I decided to run as part of this live show today because it's been really popular. It's been very, very popular. So on Monday, and I'll be talking about something at the end that you guys may be interested in, and I'll tell you a bit more about that. But before I get stuck into today's topic, how's everyone's feeling about March? How's everyone feeling about? It's the 1st of March yesterday, 2nd of March today. We're on the 3rd month. This will be the first quarter at the end of this month. How's everyone feeling about 2023 so far? Optimistic or, still in the old January, February depressed stage, or what? What's happening? Let me know. Let me know how you feel. Because many people are, one way or the other. A lot of people are thinking, well, I haven't quite got it figured out yet. In fact, 2023, I feel worse off than I was at the end of last year. And some people are like, I'm optimistic. I was feeling a little bit poorly the first part, and now I'm feeling a little bit optimistic. And then some people are just like half and half, as Chris says in the comments. Neil's optimistic for sure. Great. And the thing is, you should be optimistic. And the reason I'll say that is because what people witnessed me do on Monday, I think really opened the eyes of what is available, what opportunities there are, how we can leverage, how easy it is to leverage some of these incredible tools and opportunities at our fingertips. And that was really the goal for Monday. It was just to show people what opportunities there are, what can be created in such a short period of time. And when we was going through that, we were having deep conversations with people, and we were questioning business owners, entrepreneurs, people who were startups, and people who were thinking about starting a business. And it became very apparent on why people struggle to launch something. Not necessarily the imposter syndrome or, it has to be too, perfectionism, or it has to be just right before I launch it kind of thing, but actually why the why the product would fail, why the business would fail, why the service would fail. And a lot of it is down to how you try to sell it. All right. Now, this is really important because if you don't get this right, it's the difference between not making a sale and having a phenomenally successful business. And it all comes down to the first kind of foundational pieces of how you put the product together, how you think about creating a business or a product or a service. And to me, it was something that I kind of took for granted, I guess. But the more and more I work with people, and the more and more I work with people on that day, I saw a lot of people struggle with this, and it became very apparent as to why people were struggling to launch products and sell services and sell products. So here's what it's about. It's very simple, but it's about really understanding what the problems and the pains are from the people that you're trying to serve, what they are. And here's what it started to go into. I was asking people, what are the problems and pains of your ideal client, right? And they would say things like, well, they don't know they want to get started, but they don't know how, they don't know what strategy's best, they don't know what this, they don't know that, or they don't know how to use social media, they don't do this, they don't do that. And that is not the pain. That is not, and when you think about the pain and the problem of someone, all you need to think about is what's keeping them up at night, right? And not knowing about social media is not keeping anyone up at night. Not knowing how to file a tax return is not keeping anyone up at night. Not knowing what food to eat is not keeping anyone up at night. Not knowing what treadmill or what to do on the treadmill is not keeping anyone up at night, right? Those are the problems and the objections that people might have when they work with you, but that's not the pain. It's not the problem. The pain, and it's very simple. It's so simple to understand this, but it's such a shift. It will make such a dramatic difference to how you cut through the noise, because how many people are out there on social media telling everyone what they need to do? It's rife. And I've always said, I'll never stand up and tell people what they need to do, because people don't care. They'll glaze over. They don't listen to you because they don't know what they need to do, right? If they knew what they needed, they wouldn't have the problem. They wouldn't have the pain. You wouldn't be able to serve them. And when you start talking in terms of what they need, then they don't hear you because they don't know what they need. They don't know what they don't know. All they know is they've got a problem. So going back to the example, and I posted some of these on my Instagram earlier as examples, but someone who wants to learn stock investing or property investing, okay? When I ask you what's the problem and the pain that they're going through, right? The problem and the pain they're going through isn't, I don't know how to get started in property investing. It isn't, I don't have enough, knowledge to invest in HMOs, or I don't know what estate agent to trust. That's not what the problem is. The problem is they haven't got any money. They need more money, so they're looking to earn more money in different avenues. Or their problem might be they've just come into a large inheritance and they want to know, they don't know how to use it to grow it and beat inflation. Or the problem might be, they've got no plan for retirement and their retirement soon, and they've got no plan for that. And that is really keeping them up at night. Okay. Same with weight loss. If you're a fitness instructor, a lot of your fitness coaches and people like that, they're going, oh, well, what are the problems and the pains? Well, the problem is they don't like going shopping for nice food. They don't know how to cook the nice food. They don't, they don't want to eat the horrible food and all this kind of stuff. That's not the problem. They don't even know they've got that problem yet. They've never, that's not the pain. What's keeping them up at night is the fact that they're out of breath when they do their shoelace. What's keeping them up at night is the fact that they're going on holiday in June and they want to be able to take their top off around the pool, right? And feel confident. And what's keeping them up at night is they're a bridesmaid for a wedding in July and they don't want to look like, a horse in their dress, right? That's the pain. That's the pain that's keeping them up at night. And look at the difference. When you start talking like that, when you start talking in the language of their problems and pains, they instantly listen, because it's not another person telling them what they need. Instead, it's, have you got, are you not sleeping very well because you've got a holiday coming up and you're the biggest person and you look like a whale and you're unhappy with this fat that shudders every time that you jump up and down or move or walk on the treadmill, and then I'm listening. If that's you, they tune in and you get rid of all the noise, right? And the same goes for property investing, trading, any kind of coaching. If you're selling a makeup product or whatever it might be, you've got to really dig deep for what is keeping the person up at night, right? What's really, really worrying them? What fears and worries and pains are they going through as a result of not having the result? Okay, not why they, what pain will they have when they try and get the result, because they haven't even tried that yet. That makes sense? So that's a valuable thing. That's a valuable thing to know, because now you start talking in the language and you cut through all the noise of all these coaches out there and all the fluff and gimmicks and the kind of endless cliche stuff and all the stuff that you find that's just been regurgitated so many times. All someone wants is someone to understand them. And as soon as you speak in their language, they'll trust you more, they'll tune into you more, they'll be more interested in what you have to offer or what you have to sell. The most common and kind of common way to put this is like when I mentioned the guitar on the wall, right, or a picture on the wall is a common one. Your problem for not having the guitar on the wall, and your pain, the thing that's keeping you up, is the fact that you have the guitars just on the floor or leaning up against something, and you're worried that it's going to get damaged, and you want it on the wall, so it's safe and it looks good. So I don't care about a drill and a drill bit and what fixing I need to go into my particular wall or anything like that. That's what I need. Okay. That's what I need, and I need to know all that structural stuff, so pick the right fixing and all the rest of it. But that's not what I want. What I want is the guitar on the wall. And the pain is not having the guitar on the wall and worrying about it getting damaged. Make sense? So as soon as you go from speaking about, you need this good drill bit, you need this good drill, you need this good fixing, you need this, that, and the other, I'm not listening to that, because I don't know that I need that. I don't know that I need that. I know that I want a guitar on the wall. So imagine if you just said, you want the guitar on the wall, right? Because you're worried that it's going to get damaged on the floor. Ears prick up. Yep, I want you, not them people trying to sell me drills and drill bits. I want you because you understand my problem and pain the best, right? And then you go, okay, well, you play on the pain. If you leave your guitar on the floor, chances are it'll get damaged. Your $2,000 guitar, 90% of guitars are left laying around, they get damaged in some way, and then they become worthless, and you can't sell them on, or you can't play them, or they twist, and it will cost you a lot of money in repairs, blah, 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 blah. I'm listening. What have you got for me? Well, it's simple. You want that on the wall, you want it to look great on the wall. You just need to make sure that you got the right fixing, and then it's much easier to get them into that sale. Makes sense? And it's all down to the language and understanding and having them believe that you understand them and believe that you know what they're going through. And I think this is such an important topic, because it became very apparent on Monday that a lot of people don't speak in terms of problems. They say, well, their problem is, they don't know what drill to get. They don't know what screw to get. They don't know what fixing to get. They don't know. That's not the problem they're thinking of, right? Make sense? So, whenever you're thinking about starting a business, or you're thinking about really, really like taking your portion of the market unfairly to everyone else, all you need to do is simply tweak that language from what people need to understanding what they want and what's really keeping them up at night, and then having them understand that you understand them, right? And then you sell them the dream. You sell them the end result. And then all you have to do is deliver. And there's so many people not delivering, which is another problem on business, where you just see these half-assed attempts, these half-assed products. Really just, it doesn't take a lot to get someone a result, does it? It really doesn't. These half-assed products, half-assed services, half-assed results it's no wonder that everyone's skeptical. It's no wonder that everyone's lost. It's no wonder that everyone's like, can't trust anyone, because everyone's flogging, trying to get a quick buck, instead of really trying to help someone and serve someone, and put some meaningful work into their products and services. And if you do that, all you do is you end up with an abundance of prospects, leads, sales. You become friends with your clients. You don't have to scratch and claw at people and competition. There's no competition, and there's no having to pump money into ads and all that kind of stuff. It was very apparent on Monday that I've never run an ad. I've never, ever run an ad, and a Facebook ad. And that speaks in volumes for the philosophy that I've got around business, which is serve people well, and they will tell them, and they will tell them, and they'll tell their friends, and they'll tell their friends, and they'll tell their friends. And all you have to do is obsess over getting a result for the customer. And the way you get them in the first place is to speak in their language. Make sense? Any questions? Let's have some questions. I feel like having some questions. If you've got any business-related questions or income-related questions, let me know. If not, I will announce something in just a moment. So on Monday, I built a business in a day, and the live stream is 11.5 hours long. Okay, the first half is about 4.5 hours, and then the second half is about 6 hours. If you would love the recordings to that, I'm going to tell you that tomorrow we're going to be sending out an email to everyone who registered for that training, for that first one day. All you have to do is go to this, put your name down, put your email in, and you will get access tomorrow to the recordings, okay? And on Monday, I'm starting my 30-day business challenge. So everyone saw what was achievable in just one day. Imagine what you could do in 30 days as we walk through an entire ecosystem of products using all the tools and everything. So give that a watch, give this a watch, and then you'll have until Saturday night to enroll into my 30-day challenge, because I'm going to be starting on Monday. We're already filling up the group. It's pretty much full, I think. But there's a few spaces. And if you want in, you'll get all the details after this as well. So go and watch this. It's completely free. Okay, you can see me do this in a whole day. Set aside some time over the weekend, maybe in a 3 chunks or 2 chunks. And then on Monday, if you're up for it, we're going to kick off this March. Before the first quarter ends, we're going to kick this off with a real momentum. This is going to be, we're going to be building the rocket. And it's going to set the standard for the rest of 2023, I promise you. So if you want to do that, we did it in one, so can you. Yeah, exactly, right? We did it in one day, so you can definitely do it in 30. So go and register for this. This is the last chance to get this recording, and then it's going down, okay? So this link is the last time anyone asking me on social media, this is the link you have to go to here to get the recordings of Monday's session, and then it's gone. Okay, and if you watch this and you like it, enroll for the 30-day challenge on over the weekend. So that is it. Could you put this in the chat, says? Let's have a look. Here's the chat. There you go. Oh, you mean the Bitly link? Yeah, so the Bitly link is, I can't put that in the chat actually, because for some reason my chat isn't working. But that's it there. Look, bit.ly/biz in one day. All right. Go and grab it. And until next week, guys, have a think about that. What I said, if you're thinking about starting a business or a product, really put the work in at the beginning. I had an old boss who used to say, measure twice, cut once. Put a lot of work into really understanding the problems and the pains of what your prospects are going through and know them on a deep level. And then when you start with that, you can only build something that will help them out of that. And then you obsess over getting them a result and you'll do phenomenally well in business. So, by the way, next week we've got we've got 2 great guest shows lined up. Okay, so next Thursday we've got a guest show. The Thursday after that we've got an absolute belter as well. So make sure you tune in. You're going to love it. And until next week, have a great rest of your day and weekend, and I'll see you then.